Hey there, Truth Seeker. Welcome to our channel and community where we focus on developing the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom to expand your conscious awareness. This is Season 2, Episode 19. For those returning, welcome back, and a massive hello to our new subscribers and listeners. We appreciate you. This reading covers the Pisces full moon occurring September 29, 2023 at 10:57 p.m. New Zealand Daylight Time, where we are located. For those in the United States, this equates to 5:57 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time the same day. Our discussion will spotlight the Sun in Virgo, the Moon in Pisces, the Moon Vesta square in Gemini, and the Moon Vulcanus trine in Cancer. There's a lot going on, so let's jump in. Part 1, Introduction. My name is David Keratin. I'm a 13-sign astrologer, EDM DJ, and indigo warrior. Feel free to check out our playlist linked below. My partner, Sana, and I will both narrate this fascinating reading. To ensure accurate professional charts, we subscribe to the Astro app platform. To help align with your divine design, we encourage you to acquire a personalized 13-sign natal chart. To do so, click the link in the description. We look forward to hearing from you. Before we go further, what is our channel about? We explore and interpret the 13-sign astrology system that includes the constellation of Ophiuchus. Part 2, Moon in Pisces. We consider the moon the repository of soul memories, what some might call the unconscious mind, containing our instincts for survival and imprints of various past lives. For clarity, we are talking here about the moon archetype. In Jungian psychoanalysis, an archetype is defined as an inherited mental image or picture. For simplicity, we call archetypes source code, scripts, or algorithms that function as the base operating system for humanity. Pisces is where shared human archetypes reside on a collective basis, and the moon is our individualized interface to this vast sea of knowledge. When we decode archetypes via 13-sign astrology, we come to better appreciate our behavior, tendencies, predilections, and phobias. We identify Pisces as the house of dissolution and emergence, marking the beginning and the end of a cycle. What dissolves are our thoughts, emotions, experiences, and preconceived ideas to be returned to the sea of consciousness. In Pisces, we merge with the source of all that is. The moon is a vector, lens, or pathway through which we can explore unconscious memories. Provided we accept the premise that we have a soul that has traversed multiple timelines, densities, and dimensions, then we can willingly activate a process of accessing those latent memories, bringing them into the present moment. Examples of this would be past life regression, hypnosis, emotional release therapies, tapping, dream work, transcendental meditation, rhythmic dancing, and tantra, to name a few. We do this to give us a sense of who we are and where we have been individually and collectively. The tarot system is also an extremely effective way to access lost soul memories. The rich art and symbolism of the cards speak directly to our unconscious mind. A picture paints 1,000 words. Part 3, Pisces Moon square Vesta in Gemini. The Pisces Moon square to Vesta in Gemini is the perfect template for how to work effectively with our soul memories. These archetypes combine intellect and spirit, left-right brain harmonization. A great example of this purposeful inner work is guided meditation. Another is when content creators utilize lucid dreaming to break through writer's block. Vesta is the archetype of meditation and mindfulness. In mythology, she was the keeper of the flame, symbolizing our immortal inner fire. Vesta in Gemini says there's information residing within the collective unconscious that can help us evolve. The collective unconscious represented by Pisces contains historical data put there by our forebears that can be accessed via quiet contemplation. Taking this a step further, the collective unconscious, according to Jung, represents that part of the human mind containing memories and impulses. These memories originate in the inherited structure of the brain represented by Gemini.
Thank you, David. Part 4. Pisces Moon, trine Vulcanus in Cancer. The archetype of Vulcanus represents repressed emotions arising from a dysfunctional parent-child relationship. In an in-depth 13-sign reading, we will identify where Vulcanus sits in an individual's chart and explore what, if any, fragments of parent-child dysfunction reside within the unconscious mind. As is often the case, the individual is unaware of the root of this dysfunction because they have willingly forgotten these experiences or repressed their overwhelming memories. The Vulcanus Cancer archetype is an explosive combination mixing fire and water. What comes to mind is a hot thermal geyser. When we are working on the inner planes of consciousness, we will encounter Vulcanus residues. The Vulcan Cancer archetype signals trapped and repressed emotions relating to parenting, especially the mother-son relationship. Many men feel emasculated. Some of this relates to unresolved issues regarding their mother, whether in this timeline or in the past life. Vulcanus Cancer deliberates on this trauma. Having said this, the Pisces Moon trine to Vulcanus provides a supportive, nourishing perspective on this tricky archetypal energy that resides in the collective unconscious. Part 5. Summary. As we conclude, let us reflect. The 13-sign astrological system contains puzzle pieces that help us interpret individual and collective experiences. These insights, applied to your life, can have profound impacts on how you perceive and interpret your reason for being. We know we are swimming against the tide of popular astrological opinion. However, this is how we develop character, strength, and resilience. We believe that the collective unconscious has been manipulated by unscrupulous actors and nefarious off-planet beings. A Pisces Moon square Vesta trine Vulcanus brings these issues to the forefront of awareness. For this reason, a Pisces Moon can be both disturbing and liberating. When we still our mind, we may sense fragments of humanity floating in the ethers. These pieces arise from pressure and pain. Pisces Moon is where we discard our dreams, disown our disappointments, and hide our anxieties. It is also the source of great art, evocative music, and powerful prose. Virgo Sun, in this context, is the light of consciousness that dispels demons and doubts through root cause analysis. Pisces Moon is ephemeral in nature, providing contrast to the grounded Virgo Sun. When we practice mindfulness and meditation, we connect with the Vesta archetype. Vesta in Gemini is how we make meaning of transcendent experiences. Our soul remembers we are powerful creative beings. The message of this moon is to bring that into conscious awareness. Thank you for listening. We look forward to your comments. To support our work, you can donate or make a small contribution via the Buy Us a Coffee link below. In the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe. You may also join us on Telegram or Facebook at David Keratin. Namaste. This has been a production of Star Kittens Media. All rights are reserved.